couple of videos up on YouTube. I didn't want to put a lot of videos up. I want to see if they're going to hammer my site again. Keep hitting me with black stripes. They're trying to shut the site down. That's why then the Secret Service were using all my videos against me. They're the ones that shut me down. Trump shut me down. Politics, all involved in everything. It's amazing how YouTube, Google can sway an election. A lot of these young kids believe half the shit they see on YouTube and what Google's putting out. The Democrat Party is a communist party. Them getting in power, what they will do, once they get in power again, they will confiscate wealth, confiscate property, confiscate guns. If these people get in power, confiscate our freedom, our First Amendment, just about everything. The word tyranny. That word tyranny. Really think about it if they get in power. Look at these lunatics, what they're doing to this president. I disagree with Trump because he's not throwing out all these illegals that are in this country. And then more and more coming in all over the United States, all over the world here, because they know it's open house. Go to America. They ain't gonna throw you out. And ICE is only getting the criminals. They ain't getting the people that are illegal. They ain't touching them. Why not? See, this is what I mean. These people will never leave welfare. First thing they do is they go to welfare. First thing. Why Americans are put out in the street and on waiting list, and they get priority. They can break the law and they walk in all Democrat-run cities across the United States, destroying the country. Don't worry. It's gonna break people. It only can go so far. You see, one thing about, a gangster told me, he goes, eventually you get caught. He says, no one goes on committing crimes, right? And then eventually you get caught. Because you're a criminal. What these Democrats are, they're friggin' criminals. I was gonna start a GoFundMe page. Get a march going on Washington, D.C. and go arrest Pelosi. I got a set of handcuffs just for her. Make a citizen's arrest for treason against the Constitution. Literally what they're doing. They make up a friggin' law. They change a law so secondhand information is the whistleblower gets anonymity. Nice, huh? They changed all this, and then all of a sudden they got a whistleblower with secondhand information. It's all bogus. It's all bullshit. It's a coup d'etat is what they're trying to do. And yet, this guy, Trump got what do you call it, the justice system. Why ain't anybody going to jail? Why ain't anybody being charged for what happened there at the FBI? They're so friggin' corrupt on the top. They're corrupt. They've been corrupt, the ones that were here in Boston. Took all the wise guys down illegal. Mueller was in charge. Friggin' they had to pay off a lawsuit. It was $50 million, put two gangsters in jail for 35 years. Imagine spending 35 years on a crime you didn't commit. I mean, those guys get out. Mueller, I mean, they're old. You got enemies, man. I wouldn't want to be enemies with a gangster. I'm sorry, man. They don't forget. 35 years in jail. All they thought about was your face. Many of them get cancer. You better watch out, Mueller. Reminds me. Of my friggin' operation. Friggin' sugar was so high. Friggin' nurse, I said I wasn't drinking. They worried about the cream, with the anesthesia. said I just wet in my mouth because the tumors in my neck make my mouth dry to diabetes. I'm just keeping it wet. They didn't believe me. So you think I'm going to take a chance of dying, choking to death? Another month. Now it's hurting me. Tumor, 1-inch tumor in my left kidney. And it's hurting. All night last night. That worries me. Now it can metastasize. If it does, I'm a goner. That is, I look at it like, what else? What else, Jesus? What else you gonna hit me with? Yeah, I blame him in a way because, when all these bad things happen to me, and if you followed my videos, pretty much my life was there, and it's a matter of what I ever tackled in my life, I feel that. And that's been a real burden on me. And I did everything right. See, this was the funny part. I say, Jesus, Jesus, I did everything right. And guys used to walk up to me and say, Joe, you did everything I did. But yet you failed, right? And I didn't. I prospered. I said, that's because Satan puts these little things around me all the time to make my life a living hell because I'm close to Jesus. The closer you are to Jesus, the more burdens are put upon you. It's just the way it is. I love him. I'll never stop loving him. That's why I want to say this. When I listen to the radio, little things click in my head. I'm watching all these ancient aliens, and now there's proof and everything. These things exist, people. The universe, many races of aliens and shit like this out there. Jesus said, signs and wonders in the heaven. He warned us, get ready. Jesus said they will come when you ask that mountain to drop on you and look for death. Let me explain something to you. To all the non-believers out there, all the people that don't know how to believe, who was the only one that showed himself? These aliens and stuff that the government's been hiding for decades, since Roswell, you know what I mean? They got artifacts that come out of Mexico, 80 years old, kept under the government. There were things with spaceships, and these things were made thousands of years ago. All right, and they kept it under wrap because of religious reasons. People who question their faith, they don't want people losing their faith over it. And that's the big issue here. But who was the only one that showed himself? I called Jesus an alien. He wasn't of this world. See, one kid wrote to me, how can you blaspheme that, Joe, and say Jesus is an alien? He was. He wasn't human, all right? And he wasn't of this planet. He was the Son of God. Now, let me tell you something, people. For people that don't understand, he's boss. I seen his angels, all right? And these things, if they are unleashed, if they're unleashed on this earth, believe me, there'll be a reckoning. He showed himself 2,000 years ago, people, over 2,000 years now. He showed himself. He walked on water. He healed the dead. Elijah. No, wasn't not Elijah. Am I saying Elijah? Wasn't it? The one he raised from the dead. He loved him. He was rich. And he raised him from the dead. And his body was already starting, it was already in decay. Jesus showed himself. And there were thousands and thousands of witnesses. And then the Bible. What book do you know of that's over 2,000 years old, well, 2,000 years old, okay, where the stories have been kept, right? This book of Enoch should have been thrown in there. I didn't read it yet, but a lot of things I hear out of it, all right? You know, this guy's see, he showed himself. He was the only, let's call him an alien. He was the only one that showed himself, and he showed the world the power that he had. Look at the Bible. The only book known to mankind is still the best-selling book of all times, and it made it through the centuries. When the Vatican was, it's corrupt now anyways, but when it was real corrupt, when they were killing people, and it made it all through 2,000 years. See what I mean, people? And then they're finding the Bible quotes in it, where it gives names for things to be that correct. You understand? It's like they're saying it's like 10th power in mathematics. It's like it's so impossible for anything to come true from that book. And now we're in Revelation. It was given to all of us. What's going to happen? China is going to world domination. They're going to enslave mankind. If they make breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, Mr. President, they will militarize it and they will cripple this country with that. I'm giving you fair warning. I can't give you better warning than that. Now, I don't know how advanced, but you got to understand, we're pretty advanced, and they ain't going to say how advanced we really are because of the UFO, the technology they've been getting for them for the last 60, 70 years now. You know, they're showing that there was 12,000, 15,000. They're going back even 1 billion years when they found a foot imprint in stone. It was made with a sandal, and they were saying it was 1 billion years old. You know, there was civilizations prior to when the earth was destroyed in the floods of Noah. You know, there were fallen angels here that were cast out of heaven. See, there's a bigger story. I always tell you, there's a bigger story. You have friends. There's a bigger story here, and I know you're at the forefront of it. You know. So this is why I say he was the only one that showed himself and showed his powers. All right? And in any given moment when they put him on that friggin' cross, he could have called those angels I seen in my death experience. One was all black, 8 feet tall, and they were all on the right side. They were all fierce warriors. There was 7 or 5. I don't remember now. On the left side, they were hideous. And these were soldiers of Christ. These were his weapons. And when I saw that black, I went like this. I go, oh, here we go again. There's a gauntlet I was going through. I go, I'm going to hell again. He goes, hi, Joe. Just like that. Sounded just like that in my head. And that was him talking to me. You know, it was beautiful, people. If you only knew. It filled me. It filled me. And these angels are so fierce, they could destroy this planet in a nanosecond if they're unleashed by Jesus. Just want to give you a little insight of how powerful Jesus really is. And he raised from the dead people too. You know, you got to understand, he showed his powers. And there were hundreds of witnesses that saw him. It was written in the Bible. I don't think there was mass hysteria back then. A little insight there, Jeff friends. So there's a bigger story that I'm a part of, that through my death experience. I've had many, but I've seen it, and I always say in my videos, there's a bigger story here. It's very hard to explain. But in this video, I explained a little bit of it. You know, it takes time to how you present it, how you put it on, you know. And thanks, Katie, again. That was nice. I love the cards. They're nice, both cards. You know, sweet. Pray for you. God's with you. You know that. All right, people. I ain't dead yet. In my last breath, I'll be doing a video. I'll tell you right now.